El Acolyte. Finalmente se acabó.
Oh my god. Finally.
Finalmente. Ah. Sí. Y si están viendo el Acolyte, por favor, con cuidado porque vamos a tener spoilers. Sí. ¿Te importa que tenemos spoilers? No. Porque no la estás viendo. Nadie está viendo esta película, solo nosotros. Pero esta es el final. Y si ven esta foto, pueden ver algo que sucedió, que es el cristal de la espada cambió con la fuerza de la piba. Isn't that right, Liv? She's able to change the colors of the lightsaber now.
I think the way that they did it isn't how you're supposed to do it. I believe Star Wars Theory put out a video about how the Jedi or how the Sith actually bleed their crystals, but I honestly thought that it was something that you don't do this quickly or in the lightsaber. I always kind of imagined it like you would have to, I don't know, I just didn't think it would be like this. But like I said, Star Wars Theory put out a video about this process because I believe it's canon and well, the book that I read about Vader says that it had taken him a while to actually bleed his crystal too. So for her to do this that quickly was a little weird. But I mean, they thought it looked cool, so they did it.
Yeah, according to Kino, it says that part is accurate. So I guess they bleed the crystal to make
bleeding,
it change.
Bleeding the crystal is, but I don't think the way she did it is the way that you do it.
Yeah, because almost says, I thought you always craft your saber. You know, you'd like make it, and then once it's done, right?
I always thought that you took your crystal out to bleed it, and you did some kind of thing to it that you make it bleed, and that's why it turns the red color.
Yeah, Monkey Dude says you for a crystal to make it bleed red, I guess. I think you just have to go to, Disneyland, and then you just pay $300 extra to get it to change colors, right?
Because the way that she did it just seems like it's a mood ring. Like, oh, okay, I'm happy today, so my blade's gonna be green.
Yeah.
But today I'm mad, so it's gonna be red. And tomorrow I might just be calm and serene, and it's gonna be blue. Like, that's not how.
So it's a mood ring now.
Lightsabers are mood rings now. Oh my gosh. Wikipedia is so ridiculous. I'm looking it up on Wikipedia, and guess who they have for their picture now? That exact same picture that you have up on the screen.
Of course, yes, canon now. Yeah.
Wikipedia is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Don't be a bigot, Lily.
Oh my gosh, I've been called so many names the past couple of weeks.
But it's over, Lily. It's over.
I don't want it to be over. I hope they make like 20 seasons of this.
But we'll talk about like the ending and stuff in a little bit. Because that was like, what?
Oh yeah. Here you go. Here's a little thing I found about Vader bleeding his crystal. Okay. So apparently Vader traveled to Mustafar.
Mm-hmm.
Sidious wanted the Sith Lord to bleed Master Infila's crystal on the surface of the planet. Yeah, blah blah blah. So he dismantled the curved hilt lightsaber and placed the Jedi Master's Kyber crystal on a rock. You see, I was right. Using the Force, Vader began subjecting the crystal to the bleeding technique. However, the crystal resisted, subjecting Vader to Force visions. Vader, having been thrown against the wall of the cave by the living crystal, returned to his feet and refused to give in. Grasping the crystal with both hands, Vader unrelentingly subjected the crystal to his pain and regret. Eventually, the crystal's will was shattered by the Dark Lord, who subsequently returned to Coruscant and presented his efforts to his master, where he found a stash of kyber crystals left behind by Urso and bled them. So you see, it's not just like, I'm going to hold it while it's in the lightsaber. Like, how are you putting... I don't know. It just sounds much cooler to actually go through the process of bleeding your crystal versus just holding your lightsaber and all of a sudden it's a mood ring.
What are you gonna do? But this one says, la serie del Acolyte ya llegó al final de su primera temporada con los sorprendentes cambios y mostrando el futuro de las dos hermanas. La Acolyte acaba de concluir su primera temporada, nueva serie de Star Wars, ambientada en la Alta República, entrenado su octavo episodio en Disney Plus. Con la historia de Osha y May llega a su fin, al menos por ahora. Las gemelas de Brendok, interpretadas por Amanda Steinberg, genialmente interpretada por Amanda Steinberg, con tantas emociones, ¿no, Lily?
Yeah.
Han sido definidos una vez por todas cuál es su camino de la turbulenta galaxia creada por George Lucas. Esta no es la galaxia de George Lucas, decimos nosotros, pero la serie regresa presente del flashback del episodio anterior, que revela, and that's the other thing, right, Lily? They had the flashback again, because we didn't spend enough money for this. We have to include more flashbacks. How many flashbacks at all throughout this whole series besides a show?
Well, they had 2 entire episodes of
that
8
were
episodes
flashbacks.
This flashback,
right? And then we start the episode with a flashback.
Oh my God.
So Sol and May orbitan el planeta, and we have this.
Look at how stupid that looks. I don't think they took into account her hair.
Right? So bad.
This looks really silly. I'm sorry. Or they could have, put her hair inside the helmet. I don't know. Of course.
Entre tanto, Osha localiza a May gracias por el aumento de sensibilidad de la fuerza. So before this, the sensibility of the Force, they couldn't sense nothing. Yoda can sense anything, but this two power twins, they're able to use the sensitivity of the Force to find each other.
I actually called this entire ending before it happened, where it says, asume que es el futuro y que su acolita ha aprendido a matar sin armas, blah, blah, blah. Where did it say it? No, not there. Oh, tenía la mano extendida, estaba matando a Sol. And then I was like, no, it's not. It's going to be Osha.
Yeah.
I said it in my little mini thing on Twitter. I was like, let me guess. Her vision is actually going to be of her killing Sol. And I was right.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in this show was a surprise. I don't know how they thought, oh my gosh, they're never going to see this coming. And then we saw everything coming.
But look at the...
And then they dressed her all up in black, please.
Well, isn't it like midnight gray?
Can I just say that I stopped watching, obviously, after episode 3, but there's a whole real pervy, filter in this whole show, and that's me just even watching clips of, and then hearing your reviews. I mean, there's just this pervasive, perviness but there's no point to it. It's just, it's not like we're doing a dark tale here, or maybe they are.
They are.
But it's Hedlund telling us who she is. Remember, Kathleen Kennedy said, "Don't tell us a Star Wars story. Tell us your story."
Yeah. She's writing what she knows. It's just so cringe. I'm not trying to get ahead of it. I'm trying to behave and go with what we're doing with Fletcher. But it's so cringe. It's so bad. Like I still don't understand how week after week there's still so many people on X saying this is the best thing they've ever seen. And it thoroughly convinces me that these people are not Star Wars fans. They just decided to watch this show because now they think they can be Star Wars fans and they have nothing else to compare it to, because I don't understand how you can watch this, watch the original trilogy, and say this is better. There's no way.
How dare you? Star Wars is for everybody.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's not. It's time that we start gatekeeping people out of these things. And yeah, no, it's not for everybody. It's not for Taylor Swift fans. I don't want to see Lizzo in The Mandalorian. I don't want to see Jack Black, especially now. It's not for everybody anymore. I used to love him. It's a betrayal.
It's a betrayal.
Yeah, no, this isn't for everybody, and it's okay. It's okay. That's the thing that people don't understand. A lot of things are not for everybody, and that's okay. I, for some reason, have never been able to get into the James Bond movies. I know those are beloved by so many people. I just couldn't get into them, and you know what? They weren't necessarily directed towards me. And that's okay. I don't want them to be made specifically for me. They're fine the way that they are. And this is how they should treat everything else too, but they don't. And that sucks.
Yeah, so basically we're coming back. The May and Osha are reuniting, using the Force to find each other. Squid Game master, poor actor. He goes to the planet. It chases them, and we have the most epic battle in all of. Don't laugh, Lily. You're giving it away. You're giving it away. See, people might not have watched it. Stop laughing. Then, are you? Okay, that's funny. But yeah, it's supposed to be the most epic battle, and you talked about it in X, because you're doing play-by-plays every week.
Yeah.
And you had this you said what in the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is going on here? This is cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, look at the artistry. Look at that. Look at that. Lily, are you not impressed? Look, it looks like it was shot in a junkyard over there in Mexicali. And,
no French. I'm like, that looks like my backyard right now. Why are they doing this? Oh man. And see, this is the argument that I've been seeing from a lot of people. Star Wars has always been inspired by Japanese culture, and they've always done the samurai thing, and they've always.
Well, this is not samurai. You said Crouching Tiger. That's Chinese.
Yes,
they can't even keep their fandom straight.
No, they can't. But the point is, even if it was inspired by, not literally. And yeah, that's another issue too, is that it's driving me crazy that they're making them float everywhere. It's like, don't you think Anakin could have floated over the lava to get to Obi-Wan then?
No, that would be cool. You can't have cool.
Like, I don't understand. It's just so weird. Everything about this TV show is just. And of course, all these weirdo people are saying it's the best ever.
It's best ever, Lily. You can't. I mean, look at this awesome fight. For one thing, there was 2 for on the corrugated roof tiles that you can see here. You know, I love the temple design. You know, it's very.
And I still don't understand. 8 episodes later, where does he take the second lightsaber from?
No, that's the lightsaber dagger. You didn't know?
What?
See how it's small? It's smaller.
That's so he carries
lightsaber dagger. Yes. Yeah. Oh, see? Lightsaber dagger, Lily.
Oh my god.
See? And that's he has to do boom. I give it to him. That was kind of cool when he throws the you know, he does the Sith Naruto, you know? And you know, he baits it with the lightsaber. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna boomerang the heck out of my lightsaber, right? And I'm still in it. I'm still in it. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, okay. But then why does he do that, Lily? Why does he put his lightsaber away?
Oh my god.
Because now he's going to use the Force hardcore. That's why. Right? I mean, tell me, how does that make sense?
None of this makes sense.
Why is he putting his lightsaber away? Why do that? He's going to kung fu the Force now. By the way, this is all kind of this is the thing that also I don't understand. How come it's not like the whole cultural appropriating thing? Because he's Korean, using the kung fu Force, right? But with a, you know, so we have Japanese, Chinese, Korean appropriation. How much appropriation are we?
Because Leslie Headland doesn't know the difference.
I just love the sets because it's funny because we saw the sets in House of the Dragons and now we're looking at the sets and it's like, oh look, wow, mi tío puede hacer un set mejor que esto. Mira esa cosa. But this is where they lost me. I don't know what happened. Why did he like? He's like, okay, I'm gonna return my lightsabers, but now I'm gonna punch you with the Force. And now he punches him with the Force. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I like the leaves blowing away. That was kind of cool too.
Yeah, but this makes no sense.
Yeah, to me it's like, why take off your, you know,
like you guys were having a lightsaber fight just fine. What happened?
Right. That's what I was like. What
Force punches?
Now we're forcing the punches. But yeah, one of these deep how do we put it? deep conversations and deep things that the people who write the show are thinking, this is going to be so deep, you know, and it's, yeah. So much for representation. Where's the disabled? Those, I bet you they were there. I bet you they have some. Sweetie, so Lily, are you waiting for the handicap wheelchair Jedis that just throw the lightsabers?
That just force punch everything.
Force punch everything. It's like, have you force punch anything yet? No. See, I'm gonna take my wheelchair, and the wheels kind of go extra on the side. But I still don't know why we're cheering for villains in the show. Because that's the villains are the ones who basically were taught to cheer for, right?
Yeah.
I found this very disturbing. So if you guys don't know, this is the part where OSHA, who I guess supposed to be May or OSHA, that's the other thing. It's they switch over, but you can't really tell because they have no different emotions. But then she's the hero of the tale. Is it? Because I was thinking about this. Hear me out. Do you think she's trying to do like Empire Strikes Back with this show? Like saying, oh, we're just going to show the villains win because next one is going to show the heroes. But who's going to be the hero?
To be fair, it is called the Acolyte. Only Sith have acolytes. So this is about the villains. It's just that it's weird to cheer for them, I guess, and the way that things happened, because I thought that May was going to see what was going on and be the one that kind of turned back to the light and kind of fought against her sister and was like, oh my gosh, no, like they didn't mean to do all of these things, and kind of fight each other over it, you know? But then May sees OSHA killing Soul and has absolutely no reaction. She's just like, oh, okay. And then they go off after this and hug and cry about how they're sisters and stuff. I'm sorry. If I saw my sister murdering someone, I wouldn't be okay with that. But like, this was the whole beginning of the show. OSHA didn't care that her sister literally murdered 3 Jedi, or 2, because what's his face took out the Wookiee. Like, how are they just okay with that? Like, they're just making this so weird. That's the thing that kind of throws me out of it, because yeah, like, how could I watch my sister murder someone or know that she murdered someone and just be like, cool, that's cool, they deserved it. Like, what? I mean, I don't understand. Like, Soul didn't mean to kill their mom. She was the one that turned into this weird smoke demon. He didn't know what was going on. That was a mistake. So I don't understand what all of this makes no sense, why OSHA should be this angry. And it was just stupid how she's like, oh, I've been holding all this anger in for the past 16 years. And it's like, well, damn, dude, don't they have like therapists in Star Wars? Like, that's just so odd. Like, I don't understand if they're trying to make her the new Anakin Skywalker, that she's so angry all the time and look at how cool she is, that she bled her lightsaber, her kyber crystal, faster than Anakin, and she was the first chosen one, and she went to the, like, it's just so stupid. It's just so dumb. I can't justify anything in this show. They just messed everything up. They keep messing everything up. And to me, from how I saw it, they're implying that she's the very first one that ever force choked someone. Because that's how I saw it. That's how I watched it. That's why
they're trying to recreate the iconic Vader scene.
That's why I put up my tweet saying, oh, so now they're like trying to convince us that she was the first ever to use a force choke. That's how they figured out how to kill a Jedi without a weapon. So she's the first one to do it, not any other man in the universe. It was a woman that did it. It was the first one that was created out of the force was a woman. She was the first one to use a force choke. So it's all women now that did everything first.
And I guess, we're not dumping on them, guys. I think we're just saying it's so unoriginal and it's so poorly.
Fletcher? No, I am dunking on them. This is stupid.
No. What I'm saying is that we're looking at it through, like, we know what they're trying to do. We can see you guys coming a mile away. And if it was done well, it would be one thing.
I still wouldn't like it.
Right, but at least it would be done well. This is actually done bad too, and done bad. It's like scripted bad, written bad, and I'm sorry, the emotions that she gives when she's doing this, and both doing both the emotions, they weren't any emotions. I was watching it. I was watching also Gary watch it, and then I also had Star Wars Theory on, and it was funny because just both of them, when this came on, they were like, the look on it's because it's funny watching with other people and you kind of see their expressions because you're feeling the same thing too, like what they're trying to do. You're doing the force choke. You're saying she's the first one to force choke it, huh? And it was so bad. It was actually painful to watch.
What's really funny though is how I think we showed the clip on the show where Daphne Keane was talking about how they actually spent money to get a force coordinator or whatever, the person that was showing them how to do their little Jedi things.
Mm-hmm.
Did they not show Amandla how you would choke someone? What is this? She just did this. What is that?
That's swiping. That's Tinder force swiping.
That was weird. I'm like, girl, have you never seen?
Swipe left to erase.
Supposedly, she's a Star Wars fan. Didn't she see Hayden Christensen do it? Because that's a choke. Because technically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to close the airway, the trachea. You can't do that with 2 fingers.
Well, she's powerful. That's what you don't get, Lily.
You gotta.
Super powerful. But this, I found this very disturbing, even to watch. So of course, you guys gotta watch it. Yeah, look at that. Look at the hatred in her eyes. And when I say that, I'm facetious. Because it looks like she's mad that a straw didn't come with her Starbucks order.
Stop talking.
And that's acting.
No emotion on anybody. Yeah. Even the guy in the background is just standing there, whatever.
He's getting no, Lily.
What kind of force choke is that?
Lily, what you don't understand, he's in the back. He took out his helmet so he can get his allowed, what is it? Is 30 minutes of vitamin D. You have to kind of look at the outside and get your vitamin D for the day.
And I can't stop concentrating on her hand.
Well, now, see, she's using one finger now. Is it 1, 2 fingers? What the heck is that? Oh, look at the hatred in her eyes. Not. So it's 2.5 fingers, Lily.
And then, like, you know what's even sillier about it is that she can
Yeah.
literally do it standing there because she's not far away from him. She could just
Oh, yeah.
extend her hand out and
Yeah.
she's right there. Like, that's really dumb.
Yeah, but doesn't he have powers too? Where did his powers go? Did they
He
drain
does.
them?
I don't know.
Because he just force pushed, the most powerful Sith, the stranger, or what? He has no powers now. He can't do anything. If he can't talk, he can't use the Force. Is that it? It's like, is the guy, somehow it's magic. If he can't use magic, then it's not the Force.
I have no idea. This is weird.
And she's like, "What are you doing?" When she was trying to kill everybody, just recently.
I have no idea. He forgot he can use the Force. I don't know if this is them implying that he just felt so guilty that he let her kill him, but that's
Oh, so this is another, what is it, Master Corbin or whatever, that did nothing wrong. All he wanted to do was go home.
Honestly, Fletcher, I have no idea. Like, it just, nothing makes sense. It's giving me a headache to even try to figure out what they were thinking.
And that's where we get the.
Like, her expression literally doesn't change. Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh yeah, I don't know how the audio description replies, because I know that everybody's doing the audio descriptions because those are hilarious. I should do the audio descriptions and see what they say. And this, folks, is the most talented actor in the actual, in the actual show. And most likable, but I guess now she's really evil, Lily. She's really evil. Wasn't really evil before, but now she's super evil.
Well, she wasn't evil to begin with. Now she's evil, I guess. Her sister's the one that kept flip-flopping every episode if she was good or bad or good or bad.
Yeah.
But no, she found a boyfriend, so now her entire identity is her boyfriend. Now she has to be evil.
Yeah, because now, but is it a boyfriend or she's just using him for? Because now, did you see? It kind of looks like she's leading him. She's leading him on, like, she's the one. She's the one basically leading the relationship. She's the alpha now. But this scene is the one that kind of broke everybody's heart. I mean, I saw Star Wars Theory looking at this, and it's like, oh my gosh, his face was priceless. So this is towards the end, guys. So that's Osha and evil Osha, I guess now. Is it Darth Osha now? Or what is she? So they're leaving the island, and we have a surprise guest. Spoiler. Dun, dun, dun. Who's that, Lily?
It's Darth Plagueis.
Don't sound so happy.
Who, by the way, should not be an adult.
He's just creepy. It's E.T. Yeah, why isn't his finger glowing? So basically, this was the the main reveal. What was the first main reveal? Because there was two big reveals. And I would say this is the one that, because the second reveal everybody was expecting, and we'll show you that one. But this one was the one that people were saying, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? And then it happened, and everybody's like, no.
Yeah, because we were all wondering if it was going to be Darth Tenebris or Darth Plagueis, and they went with Darth Plagueis.
Mm. And out of the most beloved of the two, which one would you see cause us more damage?
This one, because he actually has a book in canon.
And you think that's why he was picked?
I mean, I'm convinced that they're picking things on purpose to ruin everything. I really am. Like, not to sound like a I don't know, crazy person or whatever, but I am thoroughly convinced that they're picking things that people like and messing them all up.
So you're going for the evil theory. Like, they're just doing this for evil.
I honestly think they do. They are. Yeah, they are. Because this is why. There's an article that came out where Leslie Headland was talking about the backlash that she received for creating these two Force twins and taking that away from Anakin. And she said she didn't care. She knew that she was going to get a lot of backlash, but that she herself did not see it as taking anything away from Anakin. And this is what she wanted to do for her story. She doesn't care. These people don't care. They're doing it on purpose.
And what do you think his role is going to be?
I know I'm joking and I say that I want 20 seasons. I hope we don't get a season 2. I don't want to see any more. Like, I hope this is where it ends. We never get to see Darth Plagueis again, and this is just like a little glimpse that we see, and then he's gone. Like, I don't want to see what they do anymore, because I know that if we get a season 2, they're going to bring Yoda into it, and they're going to ruin Yoda.
See, now you spoil the second one. See.
So, like, I don't understand why they can't just make their really stupid shows and just leave characters out that people know.
Because they know they're not going to watch the show.
Everyone would be less angry if you left Yoda out, if you left Darth Plagueis out, if you left Master Ki-Adi-Mundi out. If, like, people wouldn't be as upset. Just make your crappy shows and leave the rest of us out of this.
Yeah, so Neurotic posted, I did mention the coven of communist lesbian space witches, conceived twins without a father. No. How about a dozen Jedi done? No. The Sith? No. Yep, still around. How about the double cover-up of the Jedi murdering lesbian space witches? Must have slipped my mind. And what they're saying is reaction to Versa meeting.
Sorry to disturb you, Master. We need to talk.
And boom. We see that, folks. That's how you destroy more things. And this is where finally Monkey Jeeves says Yoda should have more hair.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is younger Yoda, so that's, I mean.
No, and then I saw a bunch of brain dead idiots online going, "Oh my God, guys, it's Grogu!" No joke. They think this.
I agree. Jesus is right. This is like Robot Chicken stuff. So we got the main man that he can't detect that homegirl's line, and I'm sorry. When I watched this, I can't remember that meme. Why you always lying? Remember that? And I was like, I just kept thinking about that meme because you're like, huh? What's going on here? I mean, not only did they mess up Katamundi, but they now mess up Yoda because now he's an idiot too, right?
Yeah.
So basically, guys, Yoda now can see that obviously he's being lied to. He can't see that all these things happen. He did not sense any disturbance in the Force when the power tread twins were invented. He never saw disturbance in the Force with Jedi dying. He never sensed a disturbance in the Force when, I don't know, anything in the show happened. And now he can sense that somebody is lying to him right in front of him. Yeah, that's where we're at. And I do think they used the OG puppet for that because it doesn't look CGI, which hurts, I guess, more if you look at Lily's face right now. It's
No.
like, yes, disappointment. That's where we're at. This is OG Star Wars and new Star Wars colliding, and yeah, this is where the show ends. 10 out of 10, Lily.
You forgot to show the picture of Kabir and Osha holding hands.
Oh yeah. Where's that at? Because is that the money shot? Was that what the kids call it? The one where you're like, oh, this is special.
That was for the Raylos.
It's Raylos. I swear I'm gonna call these people because I ordered this thing like so long ago and it's so expensive and the stupid thing is now doesn't work. Because he gave her the lightsaber, if I remember. It's a long night. All right, no carbs, by the way. So he gives her the lightsaber, and she kind of holds his hand as he's reaching for the lightsaber, and then they do this intertwine thing, right?
Yeah.
And this is another thing. Go ahead.
The reason I say that I'm not gonna knock it is that when I get married, I want this exact same cringy picture for my wedding. Oh no.
I thought this was funny.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You guys, listen, I know it is funny, but he learned English for this TV show. I don't know about you guys, but I speak 2 languages probably very poorly. And learning a third one is not easy. I tried because I really wanted to learn how to speak French, but it's not happening. So, I mean, you try learning a whole other language and see how you sound. Yeah. And I say that because the time that I was trying to use my French on an actual French person, they didn't understand what I was saying. So.
Well, actually, the French are really mean like that. It's like the French and the German and the Japanese. If you're trying to speak their language, they pretend like they don't understand you.
I'm pretty sure I was saying it bad, though. I was trying to order food, and the guy was like, It's okay. You can say it in English. I was
That's
like, okay.
up. So what'd you go? Thank you, me Osha. I love you.
Oh man, poor Master Soul.
Poor-
He didn't deserve to go out like
See?
that.
Cue romantic music, Lily. Do 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 do. Do do do. See, he looks all lovey-dovey with the, caterpillar mustache.
So like, is Darth Plagueis still in the cave? Like, just
Yeah,
lurking
he's still in
on
the
them,
cave
or-
lurking. Yeah.
How long has he been there? I don't understand what that meant.
Well, just, they see me lurking. They're hating, trying to get my lightsaber working. Gonna get my lightsaber working. Yeah. Boom, the Acolyte, and scene. Don't you feel connected? And that's the other thing that's been happening in Marvel, Disney, and Disney Star Wars, which is the guys wearing very revealing clothes and have a mandatory shirt off scene, but the girls being fully clothed. Right? We can't have no sexy lightsaber fights now, right? Have you seen that, Lily?
Which is weird because like Padme had her little outfit and
Right, the crock pot.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the girls also got Hayden shirtless too. The guys got to see Padme.
So, yeah. But now we can't do that. She's got to have a hoodie in,
Like
sleigh
20
design.
piles of clothes.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was bad.
with the shoulder pads. Don't forget the shoulder pads. But such an emotional ride. It's over, guys. We finally get the end, but it might not be the end.
It's just amazing how you're flipping through all of these pictures and she has the same expression in every single one.
Of course, because she's pensive. Really. Pensiveness. She's interested in. That killed a lot of people. I think more than Plagueis. I think this one did it. What would you say? You say Plagueis was more than Yoda?
Yeah. Oh, Yoda is so adorable though.
Yeah, the big funky ears.
Yes, the big ears.
This one I was trying to find this one. Going to the House of the Dragon, knowing that the whole point of the series is to show how all the dragons died and the downfall of House Targaryen. But now the dragons and the Targaryens are actually starting to die.
Yeah, that's me. I was like, wait a second.
Wait a second.
I asked for this, but now I don't want it.
I don't want it. No.
Now I'm like Jon Snow. I don't want it.
I saw this one, and so I know that a lot of people saying that Andor, I guess, was worse than the Acolyte, but it looks like Andor had. This is the compared minutes, right?
Yeah.
So total compared minutes watched the first 12 weeks of recent Star Wars show. All right. So the highest one was The Mandalorian season 3. Then we have Book of Boba Fett. I love how they say season 1 like it's going to be a second season. Then Obi-Wan Kenobi season 1 like there's going to be a second season. Andor season 1, well, they say that that's going to have a second season. Do you know do we know when that second season is going to be, Willie, or we don't know yet? We don't have a date, right?
I haven't looked into it. Now that we've gotten the Acolyte and it's terrible, and a lot of people that say Andor is actually really good, I think I'm gonna go back and watch Andor. I only got to like episode 2 and I was like, this is boring. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a chance. It can't be more terrible than the Acolyte.
Right. The only people that I know that watch Andor is Polly. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll watch Andor season 1. So Ahsoka season 1, which we know, I guess, is going to get a second season supposedly. And then you see the little one there. That's the Acolyte season 1. I mean,
Oh my god.
how is this a triumphant thing?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's basically 1 billion, 1 million, 500 million, 1 billion minutes watched or something. That's not even. I think Critical Drinker probably gets more views than this, or Star Wars Theory. Probably. I think Star Wars Theory had more views on his live stream last night, just looking at the screen, for the majority, and doing like looks of vomiting, and then we had in the Acolyte.
And this is the Mandalorian season 3. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
after
yeah.
everyone was like not having it.
Right. Yeah.
If they were to put it next to Mando season 2 and 1, like there wouldn't be room on this chart.
Yeah.
The Acolyte, that's so embarrassing.
It is. I mean, these are the numbers. They're not. I don't see how. I don't see how they're saying that it's the best, whatever season of it, But yeah, so Cosmic Vader, ¿viste Andor? Porque yo no lo vi. Y él dice, Disney Star Wars no merece Andor, so Disney Star Wars doesn't deserve Andor. A lot of people say they liked it, and yeah, it doesn't seem to fit. Definitely doesn't fit into the Acolyte universe, because it's supposed to have good acting. So yeah, those are the numbers. I mean, you're not surprised at this at all, Lily, right?
No. No, I think they had come out last week that I think they had like a 75% viewer drop off. So if people were watching it just to, I guess, hate watch it or whatever, they even stopped doing that because it's so boring. Like if if we weren't talking about it, I wouldn't be watching it either. It's just not something I'm interested in.
Shows that it's not really capturing, I think, everybody's attention. It's not. It's just memeable right now. I think a lot of the stuff that's happening on it's just memeable about it, and that's what everybody's talking about it. They're talking because they're making fun of it. So, el acolitis. That's funny.